Thank you for tuning in, Baku Crew and anyone else watching. This is not only my 200th upload, but it is also the first video of the community voted for series of the channel, Repaints and Customs. So going ahead and reviewing the Bakugan I will be working on today, it is of course my Alpha Hydranoid. Now the previous owner did get gold paint all over the horn, so I will be fixing that today. Just folding it out here. Very floppy horn. Hopefully a few coats of paint will also fix that as well. I do want to paint the chest plate. The idea is to make this more like the anime. So of course add the head crest. Turn the arms into the heads that they were supposed to be. Don't know if I'll do anything with the shoulder wing slash pieces. Again, that horn is just an eyesore. So these are the materials that I am using for the project. Very budget friendly in my opinion. The painting will be done using acrylic paint markers by Fine Life. They were suggested to me by my niece, and honestly they turned out really good. But I will be using red obviously for the horn and the mouthpieces. The dark purple maybe for the spots or the designs on the back of the Bakugan, but it ended up being the neck because of shading coloring issues. Get to that later on. White just in case I need it. Silver for the reticulated saw blade chest, one of the coolest parts about Hydranoid. Two different shades of blue to work on the eye. Again, I didn't know how everything would turn out actually on the plastic of the Bakugan, so I got a couple of shades, darker, lighter, depending. And then once again, just dealing with the neck piece and the back pieces, I wasn't sure which I was going to use going forward. So here's just some lighter shades, a pink and a lavender if you will. Because on the anime, in the show, the markings on Alpha Hydranoid are a little bit lighter than I would say a deep dark purple, but not too much. Now then, getting ahead and going right into it, I am starting off with the headpiece. I'm going to try to cover up all that nasty gold. Next up, I'm working on the outside pattern. As you can see, I did decide to go with the lighter color just to brighten up Alpha Hydranoid, and honestly I thought it looked a lot closer to the anime as far as the final product goes. But one thing to note here is that I do wipe off the first coat of paint that I used, or smudge it if you will, just to create sort of a texture for the next coats to be applied. It helps them adhere better, and honestly it just looked a lot better as well. Alright, so I just finished up painting the eyes on and redoing the eyes on the main head. Now I am working on the bottom of the neck piece. Again, in the anime it was like a indigo blue or I don't know, somewhat of a purple if you will. Again, the whole point behind this is to make it as anime accurate as possible, which is really hard to do considering the design in the show is completely different than how Spin Master really did the mold. So I have my work cut out for me. All in all, this was about a 6-hour process for 10 minutes of footage, but it was well worth it. You know, I think I put at least 18 to 20 coats of paint all together on this Bakugan. Just hoping it'll last a little bit, at least for display purposes. And now it's time to repaint that chest. So probably one of the darker sides of Bakugan, Alpha Hydranoid did have that reticulated razor blade or saw blade for a chest, which, you know, honestly looking back, pretty dark for a kid's show, but definitely awesome now. So again, this happened to be another section where a lot of coats were needed just to actually show up. And it's almost over, brawlers, because now it's just the touch-up details, fine-tuning a few things before the final product. Now, I didn't film the rest of what I did, because honestly it was taking a long time. I did end up cutting the footage, because I didn't want this to be too boring of a video. So, here comes the finished product. Obviously, I skipped some steps because of editing, but here it is. Alpha Hydranoid Anime Edition. So like I did say at the beginning of the video, I try to make it as close to the anime as possible. I might do a review video on this specific Bakugan in the future, but for now it was really all about the repaint itself. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Bakugan content, including possibly more repainting. Stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan brawl.